If God said to keep the Sabbath, why did Jesus let his disciples break it in Matthew 12? No correction, no rebuke, just grain in their hands, then in their mouths, and silence from the Lord. Could it be that the Sabbath wasn't broken that day, but exposed, revealed? Matthew 12. The Pharisees storm into the scene. Look, your disciples do what is not lawful on the Sabbath. The law is clear, right? No work, no harvesting, no exceptions. Yet Jesus, who claims to uphold the law, says nothing. Why? This isn't a minor disagreement. Sabbath breaking was punishable by death. And yet, Jesus doesn't defend the Sabbath. He defends his disciples. And he doesn't clarify by offering an explanation of a law. What he does is confront a warped religious system. What if the Pharisees had misunderstood the entire purpose of the Sabbath? What if they had turned rest into a religion, a gift into a trap? Jesus answers their accusation, not with a command, but with a question. Have you not read what David did? Quite a challenging question for those who had the reputation of being experts of the Hebrew Scriptures, wouldn't you think? 1 Samuel 21, 1 through 6. David, God's anointed, ate the holy showbread, forbidden by law. Yet no punishment came from Ahimelech the priest. Why? Because the law was never meant to be worshipped. Jesus said in Mark 2 and 27, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. It was meant to point to the one who would fulfill the rest experienced on the Sabbath. So, Jesus is saying something radical indeed. Not just that the Sabbath is flexible, but that he is greater than the Sabbath. Matthew 12 and 8. Therefore, the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. That's not theological opinion. No, that's a declaration of divine authority. He's not breaking the Sabbath. He's revealing the true purpose of the rest that God referred to back in Exodus 20:11. You see, the Sabbath was never about the day as much as it was about an experience on that day. They were to not only rest on the Sabbath, but they were also to worship. And the Pharisees, so obsessed with keeping the Sabbath, didn't even realize that they were staring into the eyes of the one it was made for, and the one who would fulfill the rest that was supposed to be experienced on the Sabbath day. So let me ask you, a believer here in the 21st century, the day of worship for the church is traditionally on Sunday. Have you been hallowing the day, worshiping the shadow? Or have you experienced the one whose substance is casting the shadow? Have you built your faith around ritual and tradition, or around the one who offers us this rest? Because what comes next in the story of the Sabbath changes everything. In episode 2 of this Sabbath series, we're going to ask, was King David a hypocrite when he ate the showbread? And why did God allow something technically illegal to reveal something eternally true? Subscribe and come back ready to be uncomfortable.